Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the three P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started. To The Patty Show, everybody. Woohoo! Yes, welcome. It's a blessed morning today. Oh my goodness, studio audience is, wow, look at the energy.
I know.
Nice and calm, beautiful. Yes,
Yes.
Tyrone, you doing your thing over there, Rebecca? Woo! Oh my goodness, wow. Everyone's getting a raise after this. Welcome back to The Patty Show, episode 94. Intensity fades, consistency stays. Just like that alarm. Sorry about that, everybody. I guess we're in a neighborhood with a lot of alarms over here. In a unique area, which we'll get back to eventually. But welcome back to The Patty Show, y'all. I'm your host, Patty Setiatti. And I have the privilege of showing you all multi-passionate people that I have the pleasure of connecting with. They bring positivity to this world, and they inspire you to pursue your personal paradise. Woo! Yes. Personal paradise. Before we jump into today's episode, you don't need to go harder sometimes. You just need to keep showing up. That's the theme of today's episode. I want to shout out to my brother, our last guest, actor, model, basketball star, proud father, personal trainer, mentor, sensei, my brother Chris Clinton. Thanks for coming to the show finally, man. We had a lot of great laughs talking about his pride of having an amazing daughter. She's killing it, getting her master's degree, the single dad life, working overseas, being a basketball player, moving all the way around, and then acting. He's got a project coming out soon, so excited for all the future stuff, Chris. Arigato, arigato. Speaking of arigato and amazing, inspirational people in my life, my guest today is someone that brightens up the gym, even at 5 a.m. Okay? She is a super mom of 4 that never loses hope. Because the best is yet to come, as they say. That's a quote from her right there. Her background working in healthcare explains why she loves helping and inspiring people. Okay?
Of course.
She puts in the work with every exercise that I throw her way. I'm serious. I've given her everything under the sun. Give it up for the lovely, the legendary Iboni McCallum.
Yay!
McCallum, yes.
McCallum.
Welcome to The Patty Show.
Yes.
Finally, I'm so glad to have you. Such an inspirational young lady over here. If you could give a little, self-intro, your background, hobbies, passions, and how we know each other.
Okay.
The floor is yours. Do your thing, girl.
All right. Well, my name is Iboni McCallum, as Patty said.
Yes.
And actually, originally, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, shout out Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit.
Detroit Pistons. Detroit.
Yeah.
I've never been to Detroit, so
Go Lions.
Go Lions. Oh yeah, Detroit Lions.
Oh,
I'm a Patriots fan, so I don't really worry about anybody else.
Patty, no. It's all about
we can't talk anymore.
I'm ride or die Lion fan.
Ride or Lions?
Okay.
OG Lion fan?
OG Lion fan, okay.
Oh my goodness. How long were you in Detroit for?
So born and raised, I'm gonna be telling my age and stuff.
No, you don't have to say that age because you're 27 anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
27.
Over 30 plus years I was in Detroit.
Goodness, okay.
And then me and my husband-ish moved out here, and I've been out here maybe almost 14 years.
Oh my God, 14 years, LA. So are you a Rams fan then now, or?
I kind of am.
Okay, she switched.
I support
She switched on it.
But now I'm still OG Lions fan for sure.
OG Lions fan. How many siblings do you have, by the way?
I have 3 older siblings.
Okay.
Three older brothers. I'm the only girl.
Oh my God, you're the princess.
I am the princess.
You're just like my sister in the family. Shout out to my sister Haiti. Oh my God.
That's right.
She's my princess. I think I always talk to you about her all the time.
Yeah.
She's 10 years younger than me.
Okay, yeah.
She's actually going to college in a couple months actually, because it's already the end of the year basically. I feel like the end of the school year is almost around the corner.
Okay.
But shout out to her, she's killing it. But she's like my little baby. I remember changing her diapers.
Okay.
Giving her milk, all that stuff.
Look at you.
Not my milk. Okay.
You're so stupid.
Hey, but I used to be really chubby. I think I've talked about it on an episode, but I don't remember.
I don't even believe it. I can't. Chubby where?
Girl. Well, there was one time actually when I was taking care of her.
Okay.
There's a hot day. I'm shirtless. I'm just holding her, and I told you, chubby Asian kid, So I'm you're holding her like this, and then I'm like, damn, why is she sucking on my dick? I'm like, that's when I was like, okay, I need to change my physique and fitness out here, But shout out to Haiti out there. But speaking of fitness, we gotta talk about your fitness routine because you're also mama 4, you said?
I am mother 4. Yeah.
Nurse as well.
Nurse, X-ray tech.
X-ray tech.
Yeah,
What's the
mammoth-
difference between those
So,
two?
nursing, they do a lot more patient care,
Okay.
like one-on-one care.
Mhm.
You know, like as far as distributing meds and different things, like within, like almost like 24 hours or whatever their shifts are usually.
Mhm.
For us, we're like kind of like one and done. We see the patient, we give them the care, we take pictures of their bones, body parts,
Mm.
and then I also am a mammo tech. And
Okay.
then so we take pictures of women's breasts.
Oh, speaking
so-
of the breast again.
That's right.
Look at it all connects. But not male
Mhm.
breasts, only women breasts.
No, we do male. If males have an issue, if they
Okay.
have something on it. Actually, this past week I did a male,
Oh
and
my
he was very like kosher with it. And he had no problems, but he was good. So we
Okay.
do it to find a diagnosis, to find if there's any diseases or anything
Gotcha.
going on, both with the bones and with the breast. So
Awesome. Look, you're
yeah,
doing God's work. I love that.
yes,
You
I
know?
love, and I love my job.
That's
I do.
awesome. I love
Yeah.
how you said kosher though.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I
You're not
know.
Jewish, right?
I'm not Jewish.
Okay. That's what I was like. Okay. Shout out to all my Jewish viewers out there. You know. So in the background though, I saw
Mhm.
Jehovah's Witness.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yep.
did you grow up that way in
Yes,
Detroit, or yeah?
I did. Yep. Born and raised.
Oh, born and
Yeah.
raised. Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Walk
and
me
then-
through that little journey, because like
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with that. I guess
Okay.
is that
Yeah.
denomination, or like what would
It's
you
like
guys
still
call it?
Christian. We're
Okay.
still regular Christians. We believe that Jehovah is God and Jesus is His Son. Jesus Christ is His
Mhm.
Son. So we don't believe like a lot of people believe in a Trinity,
Mm.
like how they're all one. The
Oh, yeah,
Holy
yeah, yeah.
Spirit, God, the Son, and the Holy
Yeah,
Spirit.
it's like one.
So we believe they're all different. And then
separate entities.
the Holy
Okay.
Spirit is God's or Jehovah God's active force. So that's the way things get done.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so growing up, and then I got baptized as a Jehovah's Witness when I was about 15, I think.
Okay.
Yep. And
Nice.
then so those people that you see knocking on the doors,
Mm.
I do that.
Okay.
I attend a congregation and I take my kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right now I am kind of a little inactive,
Okay.
but we do participate. We do go and we try to do different things with the members in the congregation.
Gotcha.
And then right now I do raise my kids as same as
Mhm.
Jehovah's Witness, but then it's up to them to make that final
That's awesome.
decision as they're getting
I love
older.
that. I think that's really
Yeah.
important for I
Mhm.
think a lot of people out there.
It is.
The young moms,
Yeah.
young dads.
Yeah.
Because like if you force any type of ideology, even if it's like let's say fitness,
Mhm.
imagine you force them like, yo, you got to go to the gym 5 a.m. with Patty.
Yeah.
At Patty
You
Satiati
know
Fitness.
what?
Stop playing. It's tough out here. Then they'll resent you because like,
Believe
oh
me,
man, I
I've
hate
tried.
this. I mean, they've come up a couple times.
Did
Shout
you
out to
meet
them.
I think you met my son,
Yeah,
my oldest son.
yeah. Shout out to the homie.
He don't like to go, right, Michael? He don't like to go in the morning.
We're gonna call him out right there.
Yep, Michael loves to go in the evening. So it is what it is.
I know that's so funny,
Yeah.
but I'm glad
Mhm.
you're bringing them into the
Yeah.
environments. I think
Yeah.
that's important too. I'm not a
Mhm.
parent that
No,
I know of,
I
you know.
know.
But I think for
Oh.
as a personal trainer for anything like
Mhm.
new stuff into anybody's life,
Mhm.
like I said, ideology, because fitness, a lot of it is
Yeah,
mental. It's
it
like
is.
the mindset and everything.
Mhm.
Showing up is one of the most important things.
Mhm.
If you force it on anybody,
Yeah,
it's like maybe it'll work for the maybe first week,
yeah.
2 weeks, at
Yeah.
tops maybe 3 months.
Mhm.
But after that, when it's done,
I know.
you just bounce back and you go back to
That's right.
old habits, and then you
Mhm.
resent fitness, or you resent
Yeah.
like the
Mhm.
religion and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
I want to
So-
know more about the Jehovah's Witness though.
So
The knocking on the doors.
So
What's that about?
So we go. So it's part of God's work, or
Mhm.
part of the plan is to go and teach others about Jehovah's, about the plan, to basically help people to learn more
Mhm.
and eventually for the future hopefully become one of Jehovah's Witnesses, or not, as people
Or get
say,
saved or something,
yeah, to
something
get
like that?
saved.
Yeah.
Not, and a lot of people say, "Oh, you're trying to convert me." No, we're not converting. We actually, we teach you, and you always have that decision,
the option. Yeah.
the option to learn
It's
more.
more like
and then-
exposure kind of
yeah,
thing.
and then as you learn, and then believe me, it changes lives. There's people that have went to prison,
Mhm.
people that have just been through a whole different type of hoops and loops in life, that have decided, okay, that they found God, or they wanted to make a change.
Yeah.
And then as they made that change, they decided to, like I said, get baptized. And then once you get
That's awesome.
baptized, you live a life where it's like very you have morals. You have good morals, or you try to follow a good steps of morals. I'll say like
No,
that.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
actually growing up, I think I told you I was like raised pretty Christian. I'd say.
Okay.
Like my mom is in like Bible school right now. My
Okay.
grandpa's like the head pastor in the church. Shout out my grandpa. But my aunts, uncles, everybody's like kind of in the church, you know. And I think the denominations, tongue twister. We just had a workout. That's why I'm kind of sad. Denomination is like our church is like International Bethel Church or something like that. So I guess like Protestant kind of something that kind of vibe.
So you've probably seen ours. It's the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. Have you seen them before?
I'm so bad with it. I'm like, I've told you.
Patty!
I know. Love you, Mom. Sorry, you know.
No, I'm just messing with
I know.
you.
My mom was gonna kill me,
Like,
but she's like, "Come on now, you don't know that." I'm like, "Sorry." I mean, I used to do like Bible camp, all that stuff, you know. So I used to know a lot of the stuff. I still believe in Christ and stuff, but I'm not as like active with it. But like I remember going to church because in Connecticut there weren't a lot of Indonesians, right? So we went to an Indonesian church in New York, and there was times we had like I guess similar to you where we would like maybe not knock on the doors, but go to like near Times Square area and then like preach the gospel and then like sing songs and like try to promote
and it's
that
the
kind
same.
of stuff, you know?
And then like so like right now we're getting ready to have what everybody else celebrates Easter. Like the resurrection of Jesus Christ, you know, or the memorial of his death. We're getting ready to have his the memorial, what we call our memorial. Actually, it's going to be next week, next Thursday.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Time's flying by. Yeah.
So then we have that, and then we have where bigger events throughout the year where we have a convention and we meet like 3 days a year at different locations. So for us out here in our part of California, we meet in Long Beach. So I'll be doing that in June.
Okay, look at you, convention.
So you know, I'm trying to stay.
Yeah,
stay
I see. I'm proud of you. But I think also a cool thing about like the different religions is like the community aspect.
Yeah.
You know, because like. You know, you can say all you want about different religions. I know there's a lot of, you know, like Catholic Church, whatever. There's so much tea when it comes to all the crazy controversy of different, you know.
Absolutely.
Every religion has a controversy. Every single, because a lot of it's also human stuff. But that's the tea on the patio show. We don't get too deep on that.
That's right.
But what I love about it is like the different communities, you know. Like when I was in Indonesia for a couple of years, the main religion is like Islam, you know. So I would hear like every morning. I guess it was a teaser of my 5 a.m. waking up because they wake up early because of the you know the sunrise and everything, and they have the prayers. But the community they have is so amazing. Like they just had the Ramadan fasting for like a month. So it's so cool to see like a lot of people coming together for like a common cause, and I think that's something that we miss out on the modern world now because everything's digital.
You're right.
It's online. We don't have the face-to-face kind of thing. So that's so cool that you guys have those conventions, honestly.
And then honestly, with the thing with the digital, what you're saying, a lot of stuff used to be, you know, paper, like you said, going door to door. But now a lot of stuff they have videos online.
Oh, nice. Emailing list maybe or something?
Yeah, I think you can put your name on an email list, but for sure there's a lot of publications. If you've seen on my link on my page, website, like jw.org, there's a link. If you click on that, and it'll link you to the actual website to get a lot of different information as well.
Man, I love that. I love how you've been doing that strong for 27 years of your life, young lady.
Look at you, knowing how to add. I'm proud of you.
You know,
okay,
27.
Right? Yeah.
She got 4 kids when she was 10 years old. I'm like,
now you just told my age.
No. We'll cut the tweet. She makes me laugh too much. But so in Detroit, though, let's go back to Detroit. Okay. So when you were growing up there, you just went to like, what kind of school? What was the school system like? So born and raised,
I went to the Detroit public system.
Detroit, because you know when people say like they're from Detroit or like a bigger city, it's actually like farther out. Is it actually Detroit?
I was actually born and raised Detroit, West Side.
Oh, Detroit, my fault.
Like 7 Mile. Anybody that's from Detroit that's gonna watch this, 7 Mile. I went to.
Okay,
I can remember. Let me see.
Represent.
My elementary school was Isaac Newton Elementary.
Isaac Newton.
My
like the inventor.
Look. Yeah, I guess.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
I forgot that.
Let me see. Then my middle school I went to was called Ludington. It was a magnet school. I was always
a magnet school too. Like,
I was always an AB student.
Okay.
And then we moved to like the other side of town, still in Detroit. When I was probably about 6th grade, I went to a school called Newberry.
And it was to all the schools right there.
Look at me remembering.
See, I know you good. I forget all my schools I went to. I'm like.
Then I went to another magnet school, another middle school called Boynton Magnet. Look at me, I'm remembering stuff.
Did all of your older siblings go to those schools, by the way? Oh, really?
No, if they watch this, they're gonna be no. They went to the same elementary, but I think with me, I took a different path where I wanted to go to the more magnet schools that were more like STEM, like science,
so that's you kind of had like more of a passion for that.
Yeah,
kind of, yeah.
And then so the high school I went to was nationally known. It's called.
You're not Asian?
No,
because she loved the STEM. She better than me. I'll tell you, my mom would love you already. Like I was so bad at all that stuff.
Were you?
That's why I'm an actor, podcast host, you know? Personal trainer. Everything. I mean, technically, STEM is personal training, you know.
Yeah.
I guess, but like it's just harder. I mean, biology was probably my favorite subject.
Yeah, same.
Really
I think physics and stuff.
Oh,
like
see, I can't do that.
When I was in high school, I went to high school, Cass Technical High School.
Oh my God.
And then I majored like in electrical engineering.
Girl.
So yeah,
girl,
I was a nerd. So unfortunately, a lot of people don't know that part about me.
Wow, so, I didn't know that.
Because I have all these babies. They think I'm just a baby maker. I had a little.
She said, "That's a substance to me." Come on now.
That's right.
Oh so my goodness. So from all of that stuff, like, did your parents push you to do the STEM stuff, or was it just?
No, that was me.
Wow.
I think
they're lucky. That I'll tell you.
Honestly, I did my own applications, and then I decided I wanted to go to the different schools, and my parents just signed their name, and I submitted the stuff, and I got accepted. So
what time? Yeah. What did they do for work though? By the way,
who my parents? Yeah. So both of them were more like they were blue collar, like utility workers, kind of for the most part. My father, they retired now. They've been retired about 4 years.
Shout out to the fam.
Shout out to mom and daddy. And my father was what you call a boiler operator. Okay. Just like steam boilers. Like he worked at the local airport, like heating and cooling, kind of almost to that degree.
I mean, that's a tough job right there, because that's safety for like not just the building, but yourself too. Because if something messes up, you gotta.
Yep, absolutely.
You'll get boiled up. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
And then my mother was a utility worker for what it was called Detroit Edison. So like how the electric and gas company out there. It was like Michcon, Detroit Edison.
Wow, so they basically and then they play Monopoly in real life.
For real.
The utilities, the utility
They
guards.
really did. Yeah, my mother, she started as a just a service worker. She actually I really highly praise my mother, because she was the type that she went to people's homes and like serviced their furnaces and stuff. She had all this knowledge. My mother, she did a lot of schooling to get to where she was, and then she wound up getting her master's, I think, in the process before she retired and stuff. So I'm very proud of her.
Shout out to mom, all the moms out there.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's I mean, that work is like, it's not easy. And the fact that she's going to different communities, like, I'm glad that she's retired, living her best life.
They're retired. They're
in Detroit then?
No, so actually they retired and they relocated to North Las Vegas to be closer to me and my
North Las Vegas. Okay, Vegas
time. Yeah, so every 3 to 4 months we go out there to visit them.
Vegas trip.
That's like our nice little
like relaxation, decompress.
And we go walk the strip and all that stuff.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Shout out to the parents.
Shout out to the parents.
Amazing daughter, amazing family out here. That's so cool. How did they meet, by the way?
So they met same when they were teenagers.
Back then it's like, you meet everyone, right? You know how
they actually met when they were teenagers at the Kingdom Hall, a Jehovah's Witness. Same. They both grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses as well. They were young and in love.
Wow. And then maybe that's how I'll find my love. I need to let me try every single religion. Don't get me canceled, guys. I go to like a mosque one day. I go to a synagogue. I go to every single one, and then
you're crazy.
And then that'll be a funny reality show.
It should, huh? You should try it.
I'm gonna write this down later, guys. Don't cancel me though, please.
You're so silly.
That'll be an interesting. That'll be so interesting.
But then from there, so I think a lot of my upbringing, like good morals and like what we talking, like consistency and
the
just like pushing. I got it from my parents. Wow. Honestly, I that's why I said they're I can't think of the word. Well, it'll come to me, but they're my biggest supporters. I'll say that. Even going back to school to do what I do now. My parents, they really pushed me a lot, and I had my moments where I got down and out, but at the end of the day, so at times they were very strict, and then they would do things or say things, and I'd be like,
you don't understand, right? Yeah.
But as I grew up and got older, I always thank them now, and I tell them I appreciate them.
Yeah, thank your parents, y'all, because you never know.
Yes, thank your parents, kids. Your parents. Michael, Stephen, Kennedy, Carey. Thank me.
She's like, thank your parents, especially me now.
I know they don't understand right now, but they will.
It's gonna, and I have that. I guess is it foresight or I forget whatever the site is, but right now in reflection, I'm like, I remember my mom was more of the strict one,
Yeah.
you know, like more of the hammer of the family. Love you, Mom. My dad would be more like, yeah, just let them play video games.
No,
my mom was like,
my father's the strict one, and my mother, she was the nice one.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm grateful for it now because like I remember those lessons, and it's all love in the how they do it. You know, obviously different tactics from here,
absolutely,
than like back then, because back then it was a little more physical.
That's right.
You know, I know we're gonna get in trouble, but everyone knows how it is. Now it's a little bit different with the different parenting. So
it is.
It's so much respect that you have got a lot from your parents, and it shows right here from all the stuff, because this is the flower section of the patty show. I don't have flowers here. We don't have. We'll get a budget increase. But you're such a such a breath of fresh air at the gym.
Thank you.
It's at 5 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. It's empty. Sometimes it's like the vibes aren't right. But she comes in smiling, talking to everybody. Everyone loves you. The energy you bring. When you left us for like a good amount of time, and
probably
it finally
about 2 months or so.
Yeah, a solid amount of time. We were like, damn, it's so empty. But everything comes back, and then the brightness at the 5 a.m. Fun Fit Club comes in. We appreciate your energy. Thanks for your always like support for me too, and like you're so inspiring. Like I wish
you are too. Honestly, you're a good trainer. Believe me, Patty will push you. You might not want to do it, but he'll make you do it. Believe me.
I appreciate you. You're great at listening to instructions. Yeah, well, maybe you've done a lot of crazy exercises at Patty Settiati Fitness. You can check it out on Instagram, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? See her getting tortured out here.
Yes, absolutely.
I know. Speaking of getting tortured, the workout routine.
Okay.
Before we get to the workout routine, you know, because that's what everyone wants to know. Because look at those muscles. I got my muscles. She got the gains over there. I got my gains. You know. Mama 4.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, sister! You don't look like a Mama 4. You look like.
I know. Everybody tells me.
Yeah, you barely are 24. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
right. Throw it out there. I'm only 20.
24.
I'm 18.
18. Okay. 18 might be pushing. No. 24. We can do 24.
No.
Mama 4. How did that happen? Walk me through that whole story.
I had babies. No, I'm just playing. No, so I met my spouse, my husband, at the Kingdom Hall Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
And then we dated. We dated for almost like 2 years. And then I remember in that process, he was like an only child, and he only had a half brother. And then I had the 3 older siblings.
Yeah.
So I think in the process when we were dating, we just were talking about like having kids. I think at one point we were like, we don't want no kids. And then I think eventually he was like, oh, I want 6 kids.
Oh my God.
Like,
that's me, but now I'm down to like maybe 4.
And I think I was like, okay, right, 6 kids.
Yeah.
But then I think once we got married, let me see, we were married almost about 2 or 3 years.
And then finally had the kid.
Yeah, and then I finally had my first son.
Okay.
And then it's crazy because when I was still nursing my first son, and I thought that's not a form of birth control, FYI. I thought I was going to be waiting a little bit later to have my second child, and then I got pregnant with my second son. What's their literally they're like 14 months apart, so a year and 2 months apart.
That's literally like my other 2 brothers. They're like one of them is March 2003, the other one is November 2004.
Yeah,
or something
they were born in 2006 and 2007.
Yeah.
So. And then, I know. So I was like, oh my goodness, I'm a mom of 2. And you know what? It was hard. And then I still always had help from my mother-in-law, my parents, and just my friends in the congregation and stuff. Everybody always was rallying to help me. Yeah. So then I think I got pregnant I got pregnant after my second son, but then I lost it, but that's okay. So then after I lost it, I got pregnant again because I was like, this is going to be my daughter. I wanted a daughter.
Yeah.
So, and then actually I was hoping my second son was a daughter. Sorry, Stephen, but he was a boy, but he's still my blessing. But then when I got pregnant with my daughter, I had her in 2010. That's Kennedy. I love you, Kennedy. You my precious. And then I thought I was done, and we were still in Michigan at that time. And then we moved out to California, Los Angeles in 2012. And then, so we were, everything was good, progressing. I was getting ready to go back to school. I was taking classes actually, like online and in person in Michigan.
Locked in, yeah.
And then, I was locked in. And then I got pregnant, and when my daughter Kennedy started preschool, and I thought I was all good to go back to school and get my life together. I got pregnant again.
Oh, wow.
And I had my last daughter in 2014.
Oh, wow.
After that, that's it.
Oh my goodness.
Carrie is my accidental blessing. I love you, boo.
I love the honesty. Oh my god.
She is. Everybody I meet, I tell her, but she
accidental
is.
blessing.
All my kids are bright and smart, and she is just the most sweetest. All you guys are. Everybody is, but including Carrie. She's a very sweet, generous, loving person. And then so after Carrie, I knew I didn't want no more kids.
Yeah, that's a lot to handle.
So, you know, I did some stuff to make sure I don't have no more kids.
I mean, that's so much respect to you, because I see so many parallels from like my family.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest of 6, so ours was like my brother below me that also actor, my boy Arnold. He's the one that wrote the short film that I was telling you about. Yeah, we're on the festival run.
Oh, good
yes,
job,
you know, dynamic duo in LA. So we're 2 years apart.
Okay.
And then the next one, he's, I believe, I forget how many years from him, from Arnold, maybe 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
But then the 1 year gap. And then the only daughter, my sister Haiti.
Yeah.
She's 10 years younger than me, the 5th one.
Okay.
My mom also had a like miscarriage before or something like that too. But she always wanted to have a daughter, because like, it was the 4 boys.
And then she's the last one, right?
Second to last, because there's also another accidental blessing.
My
boy JoJo.
Oh my goodness! Okay.
that's why you said the similar kind of thing.
Okay.
But my youngest brother and my mom are in Indonesia right now, so he's young. He's like 15, 16. I'm sorry, I'm so bad. There's so many, too many.
Oh my goodness!
Too many of us. Don't get mad at me, JoJo. You know. But yeah, it's a similar thing where it's like having. It's not easy, guys. Like for the people that don't know to have, especially in close age, like the proximity of it. It's not just like one is 5 years apart, 10 years apart. This is like what you said. The first one was like a year and a half.
Because he was, they were like a year and 2 months apart. So I remember having 3 kids at 5 and under. And
my goodness!
I think I worked for as long as I could, but then I stopped working, and then. While my husband was working, I would be at home.
And you were working where? What kind of stuff?
Back then, I actually was working at J.P. Morgan Chase. I was I worked. I was kind of like a behind the scenes where I did a lot of checking and accounting, balancing and stuff like that. I was really good with numbers. Yeah, I was good with numbers. So I thought I was going to go to school for accounting, but I got sick of it. So no.
Yeah, too much numbers. The numbers go to my bank account.
Yeah. So
put it on the Patty Show tab, you know, add some zeros over there.
And then I think in that time frame, that's when I decided to start going back to school to become the X-ray tech. So I literally started going back to school like in 2007. So I was taking prereqs for like 10 years.
Wow.
Yep, off and on. And I got discouraged, and it was like I had my highs and I had my lows. I kept having babies in the process. But eventually I got it together.
Yeah, I mean, you're disciplined enough to do it. A lot of people, I think, have the extremes where, let's say they do that schooling, and then kid pops up, and then they completely give it up.
Yeah,
you know?
And I went through that phase, Yeah,
and it's not even about finishing it faster. It's just about getting it done. So just showing up every day.
Yeah.
That's not easy, though. I can't.
No, it's not.
Like, I went to school as a like first-gen college student, not knowing stuff, and I didn't have any kids. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine you going back to school and dealing with all that.
Me too, because I didn't want to. I was sick of school. I went, when I graduated from high school, I went to Wayne State University, and then I didn't like it back then. And then I tried what my dad did, the boiler operating. I went to a trade school for that. And I got my certificate, but I never went back to take the test to get my license. So then after that, that's where I just ended up kind of like at the bank. I did that for almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my
and then in the process having the babies, and then I stopped working. And then basically I was a stay-at-home mom. Yeah, for 10 years. So I'm really showing my age here. Yeah. So I did a lot. Yeah.
That's like so many multiple lives. I'm telling you, her book, when it comes out, it's going to be a fire one out there.
It is. I'm going to write a book. I journal. I do journal. And I write all about my life. So it's all kinds of
I'm learning so much new stuff. Like you're such an open book too, because like you shared a lot of stuff to me too. But now I get time to like dissect it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with those 4 kids, how was the like marriage life with the 4 kids?
It was very tough. A lot of the times their father was not around. He was at work. He good jobs, good, making good money, but a lot of everything fell on me. So that I think that is what kind of dissolved my marital relationship. So unfortunately, I am separated. And I'm probably going to be getting divorced later this year.
Okay.
So I'll be ready to mingle.
Hey, man, ready to mingle? Yeah, for real. What's your Instagram, by the way? Let her know.
I'm not telling you that.
Come on now. We'll put it in there.
I have a couple of Instagrams.
Oh, you have a couple? What kind of shady? Right. She's like, I got a Jehovah Witness one.
That's right.
Yeah, you do, don't you? I know.
I have my regular. Then I have a fitness Instagram where I just follow a lot of different fitness and like and my hobbies and stuff like that.
Okay, shout out to the hobbies and the fitness and everything.
But no, if a lot of times with marriage comes, you need a lot of commitment, a lot of communication to work it out. And I think we tried counseling, different things, but
you guys actually tried counseling?
Yeah, we tried it we did a few sessions, but it was just, I think we were just heading down kind of like two different paths.
Well, I'm glad that you pointed that out because I think a lot of people also nowadays, you know, everyone wants things easily accessible, like no conflict at all. So the fact that you guys did that instead of just just breaking up without trying, that's a testament to you guys' like commitment, because a lot of people really don't do that. They think like, oh man, there's trouble here, I guess time to break up with her, break up with him, it's divorce. The fact that you guys took time,
tried.
You guys actually tried,
because it was like, it's just off and on, it was just, we would just have problems. I think putting kids into a situation where we already were having problems, it made it harder. And so, and I didn't want to see my marriage fail. I really wanted it to work, but at the end of the day, it didn't. So now I'm okay. I have accepted that it's not working, but I am the type of parent, I'm willing to co-parent, and I'm willing to, hey, let's work together and do this. But if you want to co-parent me, hey, if not, what can you do? Either way, I'm gonna still do what I need to do as a single mom to take care of my kids.
See, I'm telling you, that's why I have so much respect for you, and everyone has so much respect. Shout out Ashita, she was talking about you.
That's right, girl. Our girl, I love it. We got to do our cover stairs.
I know. Yeah, no, we actually do have to. Actually, we talked about a lot of stuff, but Ashita was on the podcast, the Marriage Movement CEO. It would be funny. Imagine if you met her earlier.
I know. For real, seriously,
because she does. Yeah, she has that book.
She's told me a lot of stuff too. Believe me, and I know I learned a lot about her too. So, and she's a very encouraging and upbuilding person too. She gives me a lot of good advice when we at the gym. I love it.
I know, but it's also great. So it's a great tip for anybody. Just be surrounded with amazing people that are fun, funny, give you the joy, but also like hold you accountable and like check you in the best way. Not just saying like, hey, you're doing it wrong. It's like, hey, this is what I would do.
That's
know, because like there's people too that always point out all the bad stuff, and you're like, bro, I'm just trying to live my life.
Yeah.
It's a balance of giving advice, but also realizing sometimes you gotta make mistakes.
No, and that's
out here,
Yeah, same. I've made mistakes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a perfect person, and same, people have given me advice, and it's up to me to decide if I'm gonna use that advice or not. And then sometimes I would turn away from it, turn my head like, whatever. But I think the older I've gotten, I've learned to take that advice and apply it, the best way I can.
Yeah, no, she's
that's
killing
why I feel like I've matured a lot.
No, she's definitely crushing it. I'm telling you, everything that you're doing is
so kind.
Such an inspiration. I don't know how you still go in the gym that early.
I don't know either, because I'll be tired.
I know. So when did you start like getting into that fitness stuff?
Well, honestly, growing up as a kid, I was always like athletic.
Played basketball?
No,
volleyball?
I liked volleyball. I played volleyball.
Okay, volleyball.
And then
what position? You smashing?
I don't know. I just hit the ball. But you know what? I was the type of kid. I loved PE. I loved to run.
Just movement.
Yeah, I love to just play. I love to be out and about and just be physical. I love to roller skate. Roller skating.
Oh, cool.
I still love it, but I don't have the time.
Is it what blade? The one that's like one line?
No, the one with four
two?
wheels. Yeah, two
like
and two.
Okay.
Yeah, not rollerblading, but just roller skating.
Okay.
I grew up roller skating. My parents used to take us roller skating back when I was like 4 or 5.
Oh my god! In the rinks and everything.
Yeah,
yeah. They're so cool.
You put me in the rink. I love it.
Oh, she nice with it? Okay,
I love roller skating.
Oh my god,
that's one of my passions. I used to go to the rink.
There's one nearby? I didn't know that.
It was one in LA right here, but I took my kids a couple of times.
Did they close down or
it closed down. Oh. I think it was like sponsored by Nipsey Hussle or something. I don't know the full background because I'm not from here.
Yeah.
But then I think during the pandemic it closed, and then after the pandemic it opened up for a little bit, but then it closed back down.
Yeah.
But there's a roller rink in Long Beach. I think it's called Pigeons.
Okay.
Roller rink, and I usually go there sometimes with my kids from time to time, and with some of my other friends from the congregation. And I love roller skate.
That's so cool. Yeah, I think I've seen one in Santa Monica. They have like a pop-up one.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I saw it before, but I'm not that
Venice
good.
does too. Maybe.
They might. Yeah, they usually, you know, that area. There's always like some sort of pop-up kind of thing.
But you put me in the rink, I'm just free. I'm just.
Oh, I love
that's.
That's so cool. Oh my goodness. One of my good friends, Jan Conan, my boy, Ivory Coast. He's on the first episode of the Patty Show. My best friend.
Nice.
But I don't know how he's good at it too, because I didn't know people in the Ivory Coast, like West Africa, were roller skating. He's nice with it. Like ice skating too, he's good. And I'm like, is there even any ice in West Africa? I'm like, I always joke about it with him. He's like my rush hour, you know, little buddy. Love you, Jan.
Oh, nice.
But it's so hard because I remember I did it. Like a lot of it is like the balance.
It is, and that's the crazy thing because I can't dance, unfortunately.
Come on, there's no way.
I have 2 left feet.
Come on, now.
But when
it's roller skating,
when it comes to roller skating, I don't know. I can move.
It's the flow of it, huh?
Yeah, I love to roller skate.
What advice would you give for a beginner at like roller skating to get good at it?
Basically, you got to build confidence. You got to be scared. I mean, you got to be willing to fall, you know, and make mistakes. And then as you the more confidence you build, I think the easier it's going to become. Because I would take my kids, and a lot of times they would be scared of falling, but you know you got to fall.
That's life.
To get back up, and then once you do, you know you're going to get stronger and stronger and better and better.
Wow, that's like philosophy over here. My fault, Ebony. Okay. I mean, it's true for a lot of things, especially balancing sports. I'm like an amateur at surfing, to be honest. I'm not too good, but
I don't like swimming. I can't swim. I'm scared of swimming. I hate swimming, but
it's hard. I mean, when I first learned it, because I was in Bali at the time, I did not know how to swim properly. And let's just say I finally got up on it, so it was nice. But when I head out to go back on shore, my instructor is like, okay, I'll just take the board and I'll meet you back.
No way.
And I didn't think about it, right? So he takes it out on the thing, and I'm like, bro, I'm in the middle of the ocean.
You're
so I'm
crazy.
Like paddling.
Oh no! No, I wouldn't have made it.
I don't know how I survived. But the good thing is obviously because like the tide is bringing me in. All I had to do was basically paddle as fast as I could. And just make sure I don't drown.
You are crazy.
But yeah, no, for like surfing or like skateboarding, all of those other sports. You have to realize, you're gonna wipe out. You're gonna fall.
Absolutely.
And it's okay. You know, skating is kind of tough because like those scratches are kind of tough.
It's okay though. I don't mind. I'll take. I don't know, something about.
I'm a baby.
Skating.
I'm a baby, to be honest.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I have because I did a motorcycle. I got a motorcycle accident over here when I was in Bali over there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can kind of see it now more. Right? It's a little like the skin.
Oh, I didn't know
that is a crazy story. I've talked about it before, but it was one of those. It's kind of a wholesome story, but we were going up north to do like some donation trips for my friend's nonprofit company, Ruma Caring. Got to work with them. But helping like underprivileged kids and families with like whether it's like school supplies or like toiletries, all that kind of stuff, like giving donations, food and everything. So we couldn't fit in the car, me and my friend Lucario, my homie. So we drive the motorcycles up. Taking the scenic route, you know, good vibes. And then I don't know where I'm going downhill. And it's just so hot that day, so it's like slippery. And I'm good. I've never been in a motorcycle accident before that.
So you ride motorcycles?
Yeah, over there. Yeah. Because it's easier that way in Indonesia. So I'm trying to do a turn, right? And literally all I feel is like I lose the grip and I just feel on my knee too is like scraped. I'm like, ooh, there's like debris and all that stuff. We obviously stop, and then there's like a local person like, oh man, this looks kind of tough. And then they see Lucario's black, so they're like this. they see Lucario and they're like, oh, they're not local. Like, the two people. Luckily, I speak Indonesian, so it was like easy to communicate. I was like, oh yeah, I just fell, but I'm going up north and all that stuff. Is there a clinic nearby? I was like, yeah. We'll show you where it's at. So I just follow them.
Good.
And the nurse, doctor, I forget who it was, so kind. It hurt though. I'm not gonna lie, because you know, like they had to pull every little like debris, rock.
Right.
And it was terrible.
Oh, okay.
But they were so kind because they didn't even ask for a single dime.
Oh, no way.
Seriously,
they did it free?
Not like in the U.S.
Well, it's absolutely.
Completely free. Gave me the little medicine, the bandage. Was like, oh, just do this, that for the knee and everything. I was like, please, I need to help you out with something.
Oh, no, we'll do it free in America, but then we'll bill you.
See, that's the difference. They didn't
bill
you. Yeah, but it was like a poetic thing because we were doing community service up north, but people were giving us service in another. So it was.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's what life's about, guys. Be good people. You never know when you need help. Also, because Life is unpredictable. Like you were talking about, shouting out all the people that helped you during the crazy phase of having all those kids and being a single parent.
And I gotta shout out my nanny, Cherie, because if she ever watches this, I know she's gonna be like, she did, because she was a big support, honestly, when I was going to school. She helped me take my kids to school, pick them up. Those days where I had clinicals or I had to go to school late, she was there for me. She would stay there with my kids overnight. She did a lot.
Does she still do nanny work?
Kinda,
probably.
Sort of.
Shout out to her. You killing it. I love
Cherie, I love you. I know you think I don't love you, but I do, and I really appreciate you.
Hey, honestly, that's what life is about. This is what the show is about. Just showing the love and flowers to everybody, because life is really so short. It's so quick. I can't believe right, we're shooting this right now, end of March right now, and it's flying by. The third month of the year is done. It's about to be the fourth, and before you know it, it's June and half the year. So we gotta enjoy it while we can. I mean, your kids are growing up too.
That's right.
How old is the youngest now?
So the youngest, Carrie is 11.
Oh my goodness.
She'll be 12 in May.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. So and then so she's a 6th grader right now, and then my next daughter, she's a 10th grader, and then I have 2 boys in college right now.
Oh, shout out to the homies.
So I'm proud of myself. I feel good that
you should be, girl.
that we've accomplished the things that we have at this point.
I mean, like we were talking about on the walk over here, like it's hard for the people like us that are super ambitious and want to do great with everything. You also have to give yourself recognition, because people are like, I'm giving you the praise. All the people at the gym, they see you.
Everybody do. Girl. My coworkers, seriously, at the gym, everywhere I go, everybody praise me at my congregation, and I think sometimes I just be like, it's okay. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. But,
and I'm like that. It's so hard for me to take a compliment. Like when you were giving the praise, I'm like,
same.
But I think this is our reminder that you have to really accept it, because it's gonna help you mentally better too. Because you're like, okay, I'm actually taking the right steps, and you know, sometimes we're not perfect. That's just how it is.
Right.
But the moments that we actually accomplish a lot of things, we have to enjoy it, because it's a fleeting thought. You know, once you get that degree, like when you got that degree, of course, that was amazing.
Of course.
But you can't go back to that moment.
I know,
you know?
And it's like but you know, we got pictures, we got videos.
I know, the pictures were amazing, by the way. Speaking of your Instagram, you started early, 2012.
Did I really?
Yeah, I think it was your first post. Like I said, I do a lot of research over here.
Wow.
I see a lot of like celebration stuff, and then when you moved to LA, you were posting a lot of stuff out there.
I used to be a big time poster, and then I think I don't know, I think during the pandemic, I know I posted like one last post with me and my son, and then I think after that I just kind of fell away from it, because I think trying to just get life together and just get organized, or just, you know, get my kids, everything, just to stay focused on other stuff. I had to kind of take a break from social media. At one point I was on Facebook too. I'm still on there, but I'm inactive on Facebook because it becomes time consuming.
It does, it gets pretty.
So like even now on social media, that's like I said, my regular one that I have all my friends with, I go in there from time to time, but people send me DMs. I'm sorry if I don't see your DM. I'm not gonna lie. But my daughter Kennedy always tells me, she sends me messages. I never answer.
Like, just text me.
I'm that person. I never answer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
Yeah, but I think but through social media, I posted a lot about me and my kids and about my life, and it's, you know, I did, you know, at some point wanted to share, you know, what we do.
I mean, it's like a little diary, you know.
It is.
I've kept a lot of my Instagram posts too, so I've seen like me moving back to the States, past relationships too, or so.
Oh my goodness, you keep all that on there?
Yeah, because you know,
okay.
it's lessons, you know, and I'm still like friends with all my exes and
same,
family and
my
friends
ex,
like that.
or soon to be ex. Something. He's still on there. You know what? And that's the type. All right, I'm not the type of person. I'm not going to take it down. Hey,
I know.
It happened. It existed.
That's the thing. Like, it's one thing. I don't know. It's tough though, because I get why people do it, because everyone, like, I guess I was gonna say grief. I guess cope with grief. I mean, it's kind of like an extension of a death of sort. But people honestly, cope differently, you know.
You know what? I think during that time when I was going through the drama with him, I probably was like, ugh. But now I'm like.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot. Same for me too. Like,
I think I have shut that part of my life down. Now it's closed.
Seriously, I didn't tell you this, but I was doing this audition for. Hopefully, I get it at this one. But it's to be a TV host for this like cook showdown thing, whatever, home cook showdown, something like that.
Okay.
Which is shooting in Vegas. Hopefully, I get it so bad.
Yay.
But one of the. I got a call back, so I went to the next round, and they asked, you know, questions about like, a little bit about me and all that stuff. One of the questions that was very unique, and I actually really liked, was, what would your ex think about you? Like, what was your ex's first impression of you? That's what they asked as a question. I'm like,
no way.
I was like, yeah, that took me back, girl. My last relationship was in 2019, so I was like, damn. So I was genuinely like laughing, like that's so funny. But it was really reflective, and I think it's nice to kind of reflect on that kind of stuff, and just not like linger on it too much, because if you linger on it too much, then you're thinking about your ex. You might have to call them. Hey, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. You know. But like those, I mean, I'm like grateful for that time that I learned.
That's a good question, though. Yeah,
it really is. Yeah, it was really a fun time, and it made me reflect more about my past in general. Even like the past week, how much I've grown. The past month, years. I've been in LA for over 2 years now, chasing the dream.
That's it.
And I feel like I've been here forever.
Dang, I thought it was longer. Okay.
I know, chasing the dream. So I'm just so grateful for like everybody that's in my life. Just like you were saying, it's we really wouldn't be here today without all of our trials, tribulations, all the fun stuff that we've done and everything. It's the beauty of the path and the journey, and you do so much stuff. So
I know.
I mean, you also like on your Instagram. I was like, damn, there's so much stuff happening here. You saw Mario Lopez though? I saw.
Oh yeah, like at
what
the
was
Grove.
That for?
I think when I first got here, you always see celebrities at the Grove, and I think they used to set up their the station. They used to do it like I think once a week. Oh, what was it? I know it was something on E Entertainment or Access TV.
Oh,
like
Access TV, yeah.
And I think it was him, and I forgot his co person. But I think we were walking by. I was walking with my kids or something. And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute!" And I wanted to get a picture of him. So, and I was like, "Oh, okay." My first like real celebrity I saw in person.
Shout out to Mario Lopez. Yeah, no, I like his career too, because the presenting stuff. That's the kind of stuff I want to elevate for the Patty Show. You know, that kind of vibe of just like interacting with people. Because there's so much like negativity already with like politics stuff and the world drama, and there's too much. So I think we just need more joy in our lives and happiness.
I go to a lot of concerts. It's a lot of stuff I haven't posted. Maybe I'll start posting.
Yeah, what's your most memorable concert in the past 2 years?
Ooh, let me say I've been in a lot.
I know you music girl.
Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Ooh, and then, oh my God!
I know. I went.
Girl, where did you watch it? SoFi?
Yeah. Wait, I think it was SoFi. Yeah. Right.
It has to have been in SoFi. The big one, right?
The big one. Yeah. I've been to all of them. Intuit, SoFi.
Oh yeah. I've been to all of them, to the Kia Forum.
Yeah.
Intuit is pretty cool,
crypto,
actually.
Like I've probably been there.
The SoFi one's big though.
I went to that one with my daughter Kennedy and my son Michael, and then some other friends.
Where'd y'all sit? Those tickets.
I know. They were, but we weren't like nosebleed, but we was like in the middle. We was on the floor, but we wasn't up here. We was like kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
But I had a good time, and I think that was both of their first concerts.
Oh my God! What a way to have a first concert! You a great mom, super mom. I told you right here. Look at that super mom.
No, so I think that was the most memorable, because I got to spend that time with them.
Oh, see, this you're so good at these answers, right? She's like, it's not even about Kendrick or SZA. Shout out Kendrick and SZA, sponsor the Patty Show.
Absolutely.
Come on the show, actually, y'all. You're always invited. Right. But she was like, nah, it's just the fact that I'm with my kids, and you could have went to, I don't know, what's a bad artist? I'm trying to think.
I've probably been to it.
You know? I know. I've seen a couple. I can't think of the name.
Oh, but I've been to a lot of Beyonce and Jay-Z concerts.
Oh my goodness, no way.
There a lot. Yeah, I haven't been to her lately though, because her tickets cost too much. Sorry,
girl. It's not even rent. It's mortgage, and your health insurance.
Look, I can't afford that yet.
I'm like, damn. I really need to like sacrifice my whole body for this kind of thing.
But I'm trying to think.
Those are cool. They're good performers. Yeah. I did see Kendrick Lamar at this is so random, but I went to a Danish music festival for a week. I know.
Oh wow.
So wild. But they had like Busta Rhymes was over there.
What?
Kendrick Lamar. Him. Oh yeah, you did?
I've seen him.
He's good. He's actually like legit. He's good.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar was really good. Lil Nas X was there. Lizzo.
Okay.
A lot of great artists, honestly. It was,
nice.
Yeah, but it was like a whole week.
It was, huh? I can imagine.
It was so much fun.
Those are all good artists.
And it was so random because like it's in Denmark, so it's all white people. It's all. Shout out to my Viking homies. I love y'all.
You're so crazy.
It was but it was just party every single day. Like the only thing is we had to stay in tents.
Okay.
So I was like exhausted.
I know.
And then of course the tent right next to us, they had their speaker on the ground. So like not facing like in the speaker when the thing comes out that way.
Yeah.
No, they put it facing the ground.
Why?
I don't know, kids. I swear, these youngins. And I was 24 that time. They were like maybe like 19 or 18. Kids. They literally pointed the speakers to the ground.
I never did that.
Like an earthquake. I had never seen anybody do that, guys.
Wow.
Yeah. So people are very unique out there.
Yes, they
are. Denmark is really fun. Have you done any international travel though? Any big ones? Mexico?
I've been to Canada. Does that count?
Hey. Well, you beat me. I've never been to Canada.
I've been in Niagara Falls since when I lived in Detroit.
Oh,
like Canada was right across. So you could either take the bridge or take a tunnel. And then we went to Niagara Falls.
Okay, I've never been to Canada, so that's great. I've been to so many unique places. The fact that you went to Canada is.
I know. No, I would like to do more international.
Well, let me know. Bali trip eventually.
I need to get a passport. I'm supposed to go.
Girl, look, this is her sign now. When this episode comes out, if she don't have a passport, you better everybody message her right now.
I know. If my friend Silva ever sees this, we were supposed to take a trip to Thailand like 3 years ago.
Girl, you gotta go. Thailand is so fun. Phuket, Thailand, Bangkok.
Okay.
I had so many stories right there.
So
that's where I almost thought I was gonna have some kids.
Really?
To be honest, but that's before I knew you. So now I'm good. I'm great. I learned from my lesson.
That's right.
No,
absolutely.
But Thailand is so much fun. It's like the nature is beautiful. The people
I
are
hear
so kind.
like all my coworkers, they go there. Like friends, coworkers, everybody keeps telling you guys, you need to go. You need to go.
You
and
save so much money. The thing is, the flight there is expensive.
Yes.
But it's the people there. Because when I was over there, I met so many great people. Shout out to everyone. They have to be on the podcast eventually.
Wow.
But like recently, one of my homies, this German guy I met, maybe I had like 5 conversations with him, my boy Lucas. We were just like living up, vibing up at the hostel, drinking, having a good time.
Okay.
He ends up going to LA randomly, hits me up.
No way.
We have a fun time, play soccer. We go to Vegas randomly one.
Shut up.
We just go Vegas one day.
Random.
Yeah. That's so spontaneous.
Really?
All the vibes. So shout out to my boy Lucas.
Okay.
But also when I was there, I was doing like a Muay Thai, the kickboxing classes at this gym. Okay. And one of my boy's son over there, he was just so nice. He was like, "Hey, Patty, let me show you around the place," because he's from there. So we literally go to like some big landmarks. I get to go to a mall because he shows me around. I meet some of his friends, and it's just like you meet the best people that are
all
so
over the place.
I try, Mr. Worldwide.
Look, you're talking about me. Okay, where you been? No.
Everywhere.
Wow, that's
I need to travel some more though. I miss it, but it's mainly like you're talking about with your kids. It's not even just about being in the destination. It's the people,
Right.
Finding genuine people that want to help you live your best life. It's so beautiful, and like the fact that we come from completely different backgrounds, girl, and the fact that we laugh at 5 a.m.
Sweet. You're always you're always. I think you help me like open up and stuff too. Like when I see you, I'm like, oh, there's Patty. I think a few mornings I came to the gym, you weren't there, and I'm just like. It's not the same either.
Well, I'm always there in spirit. Just call me and I'll be like, I'm running. Or just FaceTime me like, hey, if anyone's bothering you, the security is over here.
That's right. Patty.
And then speaking of security, she's also my security at the gym because
I am.
For the people that don't know, 5 a.m. is also empty, but people be stealing our stuff everywhere.
They do, absolutely.
Everywhere. So she makes sure everybody's in line.
That's right.
Okay, y'all better be in line. Let's finally actually talk about your workout routine, though.
Okay.
So you started, we're talking about it off camera, but you started being more serious in the gym, like after your 4th kid?
Yeah. So after my daughter, I started like a mommy boot camp.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In LA.
Yeah, in LA. So so like before that, I think if I did here and there, it was just playing around. But seriously, back in 2014. I did a mommy boot camp. We used to meet at like Roxbury Park.
Okay. Oh, so it was outdoor.
Yeah, and then the mom that it was like a whole bunch of us like new moms, and we would do stuff. She would have us like doing sit-ups, and we would do cardio. We would run around, and it was tough, but I remember I was dedicated. I forgot. I think it was 2 days a week, and like
2 days.
A lot of days I would be like the first mom there. I think there's
the mom boot camp.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the post is on Instagram, but it's definitely on Facebook. I forget the mom's name, but she posted me because I was like the first person there.
Oh,
I was ready to go. I dropped my kids off to school. I think I had my daughter in the stroller, and I was like, "Look, we're gonna do this." So
I mean, that's awesome. It takes for fitness too. It's a vulnerable thing, in the beginning, especially when you're restarting or you're starting a journey. It's one of those moments where you feel very vulnerable. So it's nice to have a support system. This is not just me promoting personal training, of course, but it's true. Like,
and I honestly, even though me and my ex, we don't we had our bad times. One thing when we got here, he would try to push me to work out and get it together. So I will commend you on that. Thank you, ex. But and then he would once after I had my youngest daughter, honestly my body it bounced back, but I could get a little toned up and stuff. So that's why I started the boot camp, and then I kind of did it for a while. Then I kind of fell off. But then once I started school, I think in 2017, 2018, I got inspired again and started going back to the gym.
Okay.
And then I got a membership, and then I've been going pretty much
Was it the same gym that we go to?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, yeah. Oh my goodness, she's loyal out here.
I walked through the gym. I was nervous because it was intimidating.
It's intimidating.
Yeah,
you're talking about.
There was a lot of people like looking at. You can tell the first timers when they get there, and I toured it and stuff, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then every morning before I would do my clinicals at the hospital, I would go work out. I would pack my gym bag and then shower at the gym and then head over to my clinical, my work. So I did it. So yeah,
that's respect. No, it's really intimidating. I've been there too when I first started the fitness journey. That's why I'm so grateful that I'm a personal trainer now, helping people.
Yes.
And most of my clients are like the super busy professionals and stuff like that. But they also have had those moments where they're on and off. So I'm glad I could be like, hey guys, you got it. As long as you just show up and do the best that you can, you're gonna slowly progress. We're not here trying to do some Greek god body kind of physique craziness, which you can eventually get to. It'll take some time to build it.
You gotta start from somewhere.
But it's not even just about the looks; it's also about the internal part. Like I know whenever I take any breaks from like lifting or not doing anything,
oh yes,
it's like you feel it. You're like, damn.
Yes, I feel.
I go up a flight of stairs and I'm like, ooh.
I told you walking over here, I was all out of breath.
Come on now, come on. She's playing games. She's already super fit. Today's leg day, by the way. Shout out to you.
It was leg day.
Killing it. And this is more flowers to you because, like, to be honest, guys, I woke up this morning. My God, I was telling her, my head was just like, woo, like this is the worst I've ever felt in a while.
Okay.
And my stomach was like, damn. I'm like, do I even go to the gym? But then I'm like, I know everything gonna be there.
I am gonna be there. I was late, but I was there.
And we got, don't worry, let me show up. I was like, I know she's gonna be there. I'm like, we got the amazing podcast episode, which we're having fun with right now.
Yes,
it's the accountability, And then we got to see our boy Kiyomo over here. Yes. He was also on the podcast.
Yes.
K King Soul, Mr. R&B legend.
Yes.
He's also locked in, so it's so good to have a community of people holding you accountable. A lot of the fitness is honestly showing up.
It is.
People say like, oh, showing up is not even part of the battle. Honestly, it really is. Like, I stand on that. I've seen so many podcasts and performance people like, nah, showing up is you just have to do it. I get that. But with a person that busy like her, single mama for, doing all the, healthcare stuff while trying to stay fit, it's not easy to show up,
No, it's not.
Is that a big reason why you go to the gym at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. instead of 6 p.m.? Have you done a 6 p.m.?
I've done the evening, but it's too busy. A lot of young kids playing around and they get in my way. Sorry. My killer. But I like the morning because when I do get there on time, a lot of time you can get the equipment, you can actually take your time. When I don't talk and socialize, which
she
I
said
do,
it, not me. She said it,
which
not
I
me.
do a lot. When I'm focused, I really get a good workout in, and I feel like when I go in the morning, it helps me to get my day going. It helps me to continue and just progress, and I feel good
because you start the day right.
Yeah, I start the day right. Yeah, because if I try it in the evening, a lot of times I'm very tired after work, and when I head home, my kids will tell you, hey, if you don't catch me, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not going back out, Or I like I said, I tried a few times and I was just too exhausted. Yeah. So I like starting the day off in the morning.
No, that's good. I mean, that's why I like promote it a lot, and I live that lifestyle too because you get tired after everything. 9 to 5 work. You got kids. You got family
I
problem.
Go to the
whatever.
Grocery store. Yeah. They ask me what's for dinner all the time.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
Yeah,
so but like the morning, I get up. I feel good. I journal. I pray. I meditate.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I do what I have to do, and then I head out the door and then go to the gym.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing too. If you get it done early, there's like no excuses, because life happens. Like, what if that day, let's say maybe there's a family emergency, maybe your son gets gets scraped up, and then now, let's say your plan is 5 p.m. You want to go to the gym, but you can't anymore because now you have to help your son because he got into a basketball accident or something like that, Or
stuff like that happens.
Yeah, it does.
Sometimes my schedule for work changes where I have to be at work early in the morning.
That's true too.
So, or like different things, kids, I have to drop them off to different events early in the morning. And, so like, I think one day this week I missed a day, but I knew I was coming on Saturday today. So it was like, okay.
Yeah, and that thing also, the balance of also not beating yourself up is really important when it comes to fitness because fitness is a lifelong thing.
It is.
It's not just 3 months. Oh, I'm trying to get my six pack. I'm trying to get ready for Cancun, go crazy in Bali. You can do that temporarily. I've done it before. But the problem with that is after that, usually just either gain the weight back up or you lose that lifestyle and it's not as beneficial. I've been there. I've had those yo-yo diets and everything. Now I'm taking my time with it slowly. Yeah. Fitness lifestyle, enjoying our best life.
I think the older I get, the more it's about the maintenance, and it's about just staying healthy.
Longevity too, yeah. Because especially since you have 4 kids, you want to be like a grandma, right?
No, I want to be no grandma. What you talking about?
Well, I mean,
of course. No.
She kills it. I swear. I literally have an ab workout every time I'm with her. We just be laughing too much. I can't with you. I can't with you.
But I don't want to be grandma. Eventually, I want them to get themselves together first, and then, but when that time comes, I'll be looking forward to be a good grandma and just stay active. And then my kids, they're pretty active and stuff too, and just
But you lead by example though, because they know mama's up, she's at the gym already by 5 a.m. So they're like subconsciously they think about it, and I think that's similar for
my son. Texted me or called me this morning when you walked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, leave me alone.
But honestly, that's really good for like inspiring people as well.
It is.
Going back to like we were talking about not pushing too much on it. Like for my family too, that that are working out, or some people that don't work out as much, shout out to my pops. I want him to get more active in it, but leading by example. I'm like, my dad actually sees my TikToks and he always like responds.
Really?
It's so funny. Thanks for the random comments. Because his username isn't his name. It's like something else, and I know it's him. But hopefully that inspires you to walk more, stay fit.
That's right.
That's how it goes with a lot of things in life. When you want to like. Because if you get too preachy with anything, like religion or fitness is a lot of the things where it's the same thing. You don't. We talked about it earlier. You don't want to become fit if someone's always like, "Hey, you fat. You gotta You gotta get some muscle. You gotta jog.
Believe
you gotta do this."
My kids have called me fat. No, I'm just playing. But but they're always encouraging me. They always tell me, "Mom, you're fine. You're fine." Or I'm always like, "Oh, I didn't work out if I or something." But they don't push, but they just keep me motivated.
Girl, she's fine. Single mom right here, she doing the hip thrust. The amount of weight you do on the hip thrust, I'm like, sister, you crazy.
I know.
Crazy. I see her at the gym, like, I'm like, we need a new bar for you. We need to get like a double stack so it doesn't bend from all that weight.
I think with Patty, even though I get comfortable, Patty will take you out your comfort and he'll make you do more. And that's where I'm like, okay, I can do it, I guess.
Thank you for the praise. I accept it.
You're very seriously, like when you make me do my squats and stuff, and when I push the 50 pounds, and I know I can do more, but thank you, Patty. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. Thanks for listening to my fitness advice and guidance.
Right.
Because not everyone's like that.
No.
I think my training style is unique because you've seen me with my clients. I love chatting with them, getting to know them, having a fun time. That's my presenter vibe.
I know.
But when it's time to work, I'm like, guys, we're going to increase the weight because that's how you progressively overload and get stronger, It's finding that balance because fitness can be fun. It can be funny, but it's also disciplined.
It is.
It's not just, oh yeah, we're just going to bicycle. Yay!
I know.
Fitness is fun. We're family. Because then I would not be a trainer. No one would get any stronger, more fit, lose weight, and all that stuff. So it's finding that balance of enjoying it, but also sometimes putting the headphones in and be like, okay, I need to hit a new record. Because your hip thrust, what's the heaviest hip thrust you've ever done? Because I've seen a lot of weight on that.
What
before.
is it? I put, what's 6 plates? What is it?
Oh my.
Like 45.
45 times 6 on each side?
No.
Or 6 in total?
No, 6 total. Whatever.
3 on each side.
So 3 and 3.
3 times 45 is, shoot.
Wait, what is that?
You're the math one.
I know.
Okay, I might be Asian now, but well, the bar is 45 pounds.
Right. So already too.
Yeah. So then that's 7 times 45.
Okay. Oh no way.
So what's 7 times 45?
7. What is it? 45.
Anyone know what it is? Put it in the comments if you can guess.
What's that for? 7 times 4 is what? 28 plus 4. What's that? 320 something? Is that 3?
Probably. I really.
Something like that. 325. Something. We're up there somewhere like that.
Well, all I know is 225 is what is it? 225 is 2 plates and in the bar.
Okay.
Because that's like with the bench press people use.
Oh, so that's 225.
And then you add 90.
And then so basically 90. So what's that?
305?
Is that right? Yeah.
No, 315.
Yeah, like 315.
315.
So okay. Yeah.
Damn. So 2 human beings, 2 grown men.
I know.
That's essentially 2 of me right there. You know, that's insane. Goodness gracious. The machine at this gym though is really nice. The one where I mean, especially for the guys out there, because you know.
I know. But when you do it, you can really feel it.
Yeah. Because it's like a belt attachment. I don't know the exact name of it, but what I like about it too is like pin loaded, right? You just put it.
Yeah.
So much easier with the setup.
I think it's just called the booty builder, something like that. That's what it's called.
Don't tell people I do the booty builder. Now she telling Patty do the booty builder.
Patty does the hip thrust. Really booty builder.
Okay, I'm just joking. I'm comfortable in my masculinity. I do the booty builder. I'm Patty, your 5M personal trainer, and I'm proud that I do the booty builder. Okay, build your booty. But also though, like one of the biggest muscles are your glutes, so you have to build your booty.
Yes, you have to build a booty.
You gotta build your booty out there. Because when I skipped a lot of. I had a time where I kind of skipped the legs a little bit, and I was just playing soccer. That's how I got my knee was a little messed up because you know with our lower body too, intense activities when you're cutting left and right and everything like that.
Okay.
You need all of your muscles to be working. The calves, you need your.
That's right.
You know, your glutes, the hamstrings, every single piece. So I would just be working out for aesthetics. So I'm just like spamming my shoulders, trying to, you know, get the muscles in, you know what I'm saying? But then you got to look about the practical stuff too. So right now what I'm really focusing on for a lot of my clients is like not just looking great, because you are going to look great when you work out, of course, nutrition's locked in, but feeling great too, eating the right stuff, getting the movements where you can get mobility, stretching, single leg stuff to find, or like fix those imbalances and everything. It's super important because you could look like Mario Lopez or somebody, you know, looks so good, but then you feel like crap.
That's right.
You can't be a single mom of 4 kids doing all the work that she does.
So I used to only do legs, but now I incorporate upper body. And I incorporate full body because
there we go. You need
it used to be leg day every day.
Every
Y'all already know.
She's trying to be the booty builder out here. Let's just say.
I built the booty, but now it's time to work on the rest of the body.
See, you and me are similar. Like now, I was like, I got the shoulders, but I got to get them little booties out here.
That's right.
It's super important to get the whole, like I guess, holistic approach for everything. So it's super important, you know what I'm saying? But let's go back to the whole healthcare stuff that you do. Okay. Because the day-to-day, those stories must be so interesting.
They are. Both X-ray, but more so in mammo. A lot of the stories, because when I do the mammograms, when I compress women's breasts, you hear
compress. How do you do?
Yeah, so you put their breasts in the machine.
Okay. Oh, I thought you just put your hands on.
No,
like,
they put. It's
how do I apply it? I mean, like,
you know what?
Wait a minute. Scientifically.
So there's a machine.
Okay, there's a machine.
And then when so we. Grab it and we position the breast. And then there's a paddle that comes out and
a what?
A paddle. Like on a machine, like a paddle that like smashes it like a pancake.
Oh my God. I felt my chest hurt.
Be thankful you're not a woman.
I know.
And be thankful that, honestly, like I said, men do have to do it if they having issues with their chest. But the stories that I hear from that, some of them are very heartbreaking, and I think doing that job, it gets to me from time to time.
How do you, I guess, detach from that? You know,
I'm trying to think. I don't know, because I've cried a few times.
Yeah.
Detach. That's when I go back to X-ray. I do both X-rays and mammo. Like I did mammo full time for like a full year, but it was a lot for me because you meet young people that might possibly have breast cancer. You meet older people. You meet people that have had one breast cut off. It's a lot. Yeah. So it takes a toll on you. Honestly, I think when I go back to doing just regular X-ray and just doing the bone X-rays, that kind of gets my mind off of it. Or it's like, okay, Ebony, you did that for a while. Now you're back over here. And then whenever I'm assigned to mammo, I have to get my mind into a different mode to be ready to take whatever.
Yeah, because you never know what results are going to come in.
Yeah, and then a lot of people, when it's their first mammogram, usually around like 39, 40 years old, everybody's nervous. Even when I did my first mammogram, I guess I'm kind of telling my age. I'm 27. 27. But I was nervous, and then every time I do it, I'm nervous because you never know what the results are going to be. I don't have any family history of breast cancer, thank goodness, but
You really never know. Yeah,
yeah,
seriously,
you just never know. So
when do you recommend people like get checked for that though?
Usually, like I said, for mammograms?
Yeah,
usually
mammograms
about 39, 40 years old for sure. If you have family history,
probably earlier is better.
Even a little bit earlier, probably about like maybe 36, 37, something like that.
I mean, it's a tough thing. The whole health. That's why shout out to all the people that work in that. It's not even just the hard because of the science and knowing everything, but also the emotional. You really have to separate yourself some way, somehow. A lot of my friends are like all the nurses. Shout out to all my nurse friends out there that were also on the podcast, and also like some doctors out there.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that because I'm an actor and I can detach from a scene, like pretend to be someone angry, pretend to be someone this, but it's not like life or death.
And you have to be
we just play and pretend. This is legit where like
it is, because
you are given bad news or you find out, oh my goodness, this guy that I was talking to or this girl, wow, she has a life-threatening disease.
Yeah, or then when we find out the results and then like maybe when they have to come back for more imaging or more stuff, it's a lot of anxiety. But for me, I think because I love to talk and I love to just just keep talking and keep rambling on. I think a lot of patients will tell me, oh, okay, well, you help keep me calm.
I love that.
You help me, work through this and stuff. So I'm always like, I always apologize because they have to go through this, but then I'm always like,
try to comfort in a way.
I'm always very comforting.
No, that flowers to respect to you. You're doing the hard work. That's not easy.
Like I said, I love my job. I do. It's just sometimes it can become overwhelming. But
of course.
And then with X-rays, the same. When we do the stuff for X-rays. Providing good patient care is key because that goes a long way. You got a lot of people coming in with aches and pains, so they'll tell me at the end of the exam, "Oh, thank you so much, you made me feel better," and I'll be like, "Okay," but it's not. I think a lot of it is not like, "Okay, I know that. I know that's what we're supposed to do," but at the same time, it's just me. That's the type of person I am. So.
Oh my God, I love that. She's inspiring. Any advice for the people that are trying to pursue that type of career, though?
It's a very good career. It's like we said, providing good patient care is key. I'm trying to think what else. It pays well.
That's important.
Of course. And then I think I chose that field, or I chose this field because for me, I know nursing wasn't. Even though it's healthcare, but I think being attached to a patient like for a longer amount of time, I think that wasn't going to work for me.
That's a different.
So I knew what.
So what's the title exactly for your role?
So it's called radiologic technologist. And then I went to school at LA City College. So LA City College, I got my degree. It might be posted online somewhere. I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
But it's a good field, and then it doesn't matter what age you are. You can go to school at any age. I went back to school older, and with kids. So as a result, here I am now.
There we go. Yeah. She's killing it, living the dream. Your life is so inspiring. I love it. I love it. Now we can finally go to our talking point. Like I said, it takes us a while to...
This is not the talking points?
No.
This is just the beginning?
Yeah. Basically, we just wanted to get to know you and all the kind of vibe.
Okay.
First talking point on passion, okay? Showing up repeatedly. You kind of already touched on everything about this, but what habit has had the biggest long-term impact on you?
Going to the gym for sure, exercising. I think that's what helps me, like I said, get through the day. It helps me with everything else in life. So that's my, all the problems that I have, all my issues, when I go to the gym, everything goes away. And it makes me feel good. It gives me my daily dose of happiness.
Of course, and she's killing it, y'all. You got to see all the great content on Patty Setiati Fitness.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want an online personal trainer, I'm right here also as well. You're killing it. And that helps a lot. I preach, I guess, but it's true though. Like starting your day with movement and doing something hard and overcoming it makes all the other challenges. Some days the challenges are gonna be harder. But it's nice to have that mental reminder, like, oh, I did 300 plus pounds on hip thrust. Okay, I can deal with this person cutting me off on traffic.
I don't know.
I know.
But
yeah. Like that kind of vibe. Second talking point on pleasure, making habits enjoyable. How do you keep repetition interesting, not boring? Because it's a lot of stuff.
A lot of times change is good, even though it's repetitious, but different changes within the repetition. So for working out, I follow a program, but then sometimes I'll choose alternative ways of doing the exercise, or I'll switch something out. And I do a research. I'll Google or I'll look up different fitness influencers and stuff to see like, okay, if I don't want to do this, because sometimes my knee bothers me. Remember?
Yes, we were talking about it. Yeah. We're back. We had some technical difficulties, but yes, you know, we were having fun during the little break. Second talking point again, just to repeat it: pleasure, making habits enjoyable. Okay. How do you keep repetition interesting?
I think I was saying, I don't know
Spicing things up about the exercise.
So no, I'm just playing. No, I was just saying how I change my exercises out if I'll find alternatives. Remember I was saying about how my knee, I hurt my knee. Sometimes from time to time my knee hurts, and Patty showed me some different ways that I can still get my workouts in without injuring my knee and without putting too much pressure on it. So that was the option. And then I think talking to other people, they give me different options too. So I think that's usually what keeps it good.
Yeah, switching things up, asking people, you know, following at Patty Settiati Fitness on Instagram and TikTok. Right. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing, guys. 5 a.m. Fitness. Eventual YouTube channel will be coming out soon, maybe. Teasing. That's a. Thanks for the praise. The thing is, it's always nice to switch things up too. You know, keep the basis. I think I've been doing that more, where I just like I have my main lifts and everything, but now I play soccer more to get some cardio. Doing some running a little bit to get some zone 2, which is really nice. Norwegian 4x4. Have you tried that before?
No.
I know it sounds like for Norwegian women. Shout out to my Norwegian. You know who you are. I don't have any baby mamas.
Okay.
She's like, okay, this is a different part of the podcast.
Okay.
But Norwegian 4x4 is you go 4 minutes all out on any cardio. It could be like cycling, running, rowing. Like maybe like 80 to 90% of your max heart rate. Then you rest for like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Like, lower zone, maybe like 60%, 50%, even lower than that.
Okay.
And then you do it again 4 times. So it's just mainly for like the heart, you know, most important muscle out there to get that blood pumping. And it's been really fun. And it's a good challenge. So I've been doing the cycling one. I'm going to try doing the rowing one to see how it is. So try that out, y'all. Norwegian 4x4 to switch it up.
Okay. I have
now you know to switch it up.
Yes.
Third talking point on positivity, trusting the process. How do you stay hopeful when progress slows down?
I always think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I always feel like, you know what, things might be like, even right now, things aren't going the way I want it, you know, but I just stay positive, or I manifest. That's where my journal comes in place. Every day I write different things, and I'm like, you know what, Ebony, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, and then eventually different things that I have manifested, it has came about. So I think I don't know. Sometimes you get discouraged, but at the end of the day, I think journaling and manifesting has helped me to keep it going, and just know that this is only temporarily. There's always new goals or new things new steps to take. So
and you're doing it. What's the next process looking like for you? You said go back to school again?
So I think I want to go back to school, take some more classes, as time goes on, so that I can kind of set myself up, for the future. And I'm doing good now, but just one more little step in place, so that once my kids are grown and out of my house, or no, they can stay around forever. But just for myself, just to have my own little safety, my own cushion, and just as I get older, I don't know how my body will start reacting and changing up. So I just want to be able to do different things and just have another different path to take to as well.
Well, we always support you. You got it. Well, let me know when you want to go to Indonesia. We'll have a fun little trip.
I know.
A little fitness retreat maybe over there. Oh, that's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Plan it out over there. Thank you again for the energy you bring. Always 5 a.m.
Yes.
We're so grateful for you to have you in the gym and on the podcast, of course.
You're so sweet.
You can find us at Patty Show Podcast on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, pattysettiati.com/podcast for the podcast needs, and /fitness for the fitness stuff, So where can we find you, by the way? On LinkedIn? Or are you on LinkedIn?
I am on LinkedIn under my first and last name, Iboni McCallum.
Yeah, so if you guys are trying to get into the field, the mammogram stuff, what is it called?
Radiologic technologist.
Talk to this inspiring young lady over here. She has a lot of nuggets of knowledge and a true inspiration. We're so grateful. We like to end the Patty Show with a little bow and an arigato, So whenever you're ready, we'll do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Arigato, arigato. Oh, she's learning. She's learning our language. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Patty Show, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity. If you want to keep the Patty Party going, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all social platforms at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. PattySatiati.com/podcast, as well as PattyShow.podbean.com have got more of your Patty Show needs. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.